Our target audience is young working class males, particularly young working class males from London.
Our product targets young working class males from London because it confronts issues which they can actually relate to in their own real life.
One of the issues that our film deals with, which young working class males from London could identify with, is the need to pursue a criminal lifestyle in order to gain a materialistic lifestyle which they aspire to have. Our film does this by having the protagonist as being a young working class male from London who is involved in criminal activities such as drug dealing and violent crime, but only for the sole reason of earning enough money to be able to move to Spain with his girlfriend and leave his life of criminality behind.
Our film also deals with youth violence, since there are shots of our character, protagonist, holding a gun and putting on a bulletproof vest. This links into what happened recently, the youth riots which happened in London recently, where groups of youths were attacking each other, police and even shops in order to gain materialistic goods. Since this is a topical issue, we may get coverage on our film for this form.
However, our film could also target a female audience as well as a male audience.
We did this by having a female character established within our title sequence.
We established her by having a close-up of the female character on the male character's mobile phone.
Our film is in the crime drama genre, which usually targets a male audience. We have broken this convention by involving a female character to also target a female audience as well.
We have decided to target a female and a male audience, as if our film was put into production, it would generate more revenue having both female and male audiences as opposed to just a male audience.
Got this idea from looking at the case study of Terminator, which is a sci-fi action genre. However, although it targets a male audience traditionally, they were also able to target a female audience as well by involving a female protagonist within the narrative. This was an actual commercial success. We did a survey to establish our target audience. When we did this, we found that there were young males up the age, at the age of 15 up until 25.
We also did further research to find out what other media products our target audience liked.
Popular media products within our genre we found with 15 to 25 year olds was Top Boy.
Our target audience of young males between the ages of 15 to 25 found Top Boy to be a media product which they enjoy. One reason for this was that they could identify with the characters. This is because the characters are also young males themselves, and so our young male audience could identify with them, but also they found that both our target audience and the characters in Top Boy shared common values and beliefs. One of these values and beliefs being that it is acceptable to be involved in a criminal lifestyle for monetary gain in order to achieve a commercially successful life.
The reason why our young male audience liked Top Boy was also because they could aspire to be like the young males in Top Boy due to the fact they attained a lot of money through the crimes they committed.
Another popular media text that our target audience liked was hip-hop music. The majority of this was American hip-hop music.
These aren't really relevant media texts, they still provided us with insight on our target audience.
Our target audience like hip-hop music. This is because they can identify with the values and beliefs in hip-hop music. One of these values and beliefs being that it's acceptable to be involved in a life of crime to achieve commercial successfulness and to become wealthy. Our audience likes and value and belief, so therefore we've used this value and belief in our film, as we have a young male protagonist who is involved in a life of crime to become wealthy and to escape poverty. This fulfills the value and belief that our target audience can identify with.
Part of the hip-hop genre our audience liked was the glamour presented in the genre. We tried following this by having our character set in an apartment which could be deemed glamorous. Look, when you see this, we're looking at the bed, the floors, the windows and even the wardrobe, which are nicely laid out and shiny. However, in contrast, this challenges the conventions of the crime genre, especially in the British crime genre, where when typical films such as Bullet Boy, Kid Up Hood and even Top Boy, which are set on estates. Like mentioned in the previous question, when looking at the aspirations, we can see that our audience value money and materialistic products. However, they believe that in order to attain this is through crime or music. This value and belief is targeted to them in our product through the shots of money and the fact that it's in a shoebox, which illustrates that it's been attained through a suspicious deed, since if it wasn't, it would be put in a bank. However, being in a shoebox, it must be too big or too illegal to put in a bank.